right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. We've got a lot of interesting stories to talk about today. We're going to talk about Shawn Rhoden, Big Ramy, Arnold Classic predictions, and Classic and Men's Open bodybuilding. Luimarco returns to YouTube, and much, much more. So go ahead and overhead press that like button, and let's get right into the video. So let's go ahead and start out with the first story here, Shawn Rhoden. Shawn gives us really kind of the first physique update that we've seen from Shawn in quite a while. Now, Shawn's training triceps here, and he looks to be the opposite of Big Ramy, to be honest with you guys. He's got the opposite of a death face in this video. He's definitely got a full off-season face, and definitely doesn't look like he's going to be competing anytime soon. So Shawn has posted some training videos here and there, but like I said, never really a physique update. I think the reason why is because he's kind of accepted the fact that he's not going to be competing anytime soon, or at least until this case is resolved. Now, I saw a recent interview with his training partner, Stanimal, where Stanimal was talking about basically how he thinks promoters have been told not to allow Shawn to compete until the case is resolved. In any show, not just the Arnold, not just the Olympia, but in general. And I had seen some people speculating in the comment sections of some videos saying Shawn's going to jump in one of these Arnold Classics. He's going to do the Arnold Classic Australia, the Arnold Ohio, the Arnold Brazil. He's going to jump in one of these shows where they might not really care what's going on with his legal status. Now, I definitely don't think that's the case. I think Shawn and everyone else is just kind of waiting now. We're playing the waiting game. Everyone kind of has accepted Shawn's not competing. I don't think he's going to do any show between now and the Olympia or Athleticon. And hell, if his case isn't resolved by the Olympia or Athleticon, I don't think he's going to do either one of those shows. So I think it's probably safe to say at this point, all the speculation about Shawn's pro status, will he compete, what shows he going to do, I think all that can really be put to rest until his case is resolved. I think everything right now is just kind of hit the pause button. And even with the new owners of the Mr. Olympia, you know, Jake Wood owning the Olympia now and AMI no longer owning it. AMI was the one that made the decision to ban Shawn Rhoden in the first place. The point that I was making there was Shawn Rhoden was banned for life. They basically said that Shawn Rhoden is banned indefinitely from the Olympia for all future Olympias. So if Shawn's case isn't resolved before the 2020 Olympia, I'm not saying that Jake is just going to have him back. But I think when and if Shawn's case is resolved, having a new owner is going to open that door to bringing Shawn back and primarily throwing that lifetime ban thing out the window. Again, specifically primarily if his case is resolved in a positive way. I'm not saying if he's found guilty, they should try to get him to the Olympia. I absolutely do not believe that. But I guess we'll see. And you guys, let me know in the comment section below, because you guys seem to feel pretty strongly about the Shawn Rhoden situation. A lot of comments with the innocent until proven guilty. If Shawn's case is not resolved by the Olympia, a lot of people are saying they felt that he should still be allowed to compete, and that should be a decision that the new Olympia owner makes in favor of Shawn. All right, next up in the news, let's talk the Arnold Classic, specifically Classic Physique predictions. We are now within 3 weeks from the 2020 Arnold Classic, so I wanted to flash up on the screen one more time the Arnold Classic 2020 Classic Physique competitor lineup. I'm not going to read every name on this list. You guys can pause it if you want to read it, but I wanted to flash it up one more time because we're getting pretty close here. Okay, so now that you've seen the list, I'm going to go ahead and show some recent videos of the guys that I think will be top 3 here. One of them is Alex Cambronero. So a lot of people, this guy's a fan favorite. I've seen a lot of comments in support of him. He's also a Redcon 1 athlete. I haven't talked much about him, but I wanted to show you guys this recent posing video that he put out leading up to the 2020 Arnold Classic. I do think he's got a really good physique, and I do think he's top 3 material, maybe even top 2 material. And I'm going to show you guys who my other 2 guys are in my top 3 for Classic Physique, but I want to give Alex Cambronero a shout out because I do think he is a good Classic Physique competitor. So you also have Steve Lorius. Now, Steve Lorius really, at this point, is my pick to win the show. And this video you're watching here is actually of Steve and Alex training and posing together because they share a coach in Neil Yoda Hill. I think they've got very different physiques. Steve's a little bit taller. He's got a little bit more of a flowing physique, while Alex is a little bit more compact, maybe a little denser, maybe a little more complete, and maybe even more muscular from a standpoint of like pound for pound muscularity. Then finally, in my top 3, Rough Diesel, Terrence Ruffin posted this training video, or posing video, I should say, recently. Now, this is actually a couple weeks old, he says in the captions. This is probably from 5 or 6 weeks out. Not 3 weeks out, not as recent as the videos that we just saw of Alex and Steve. Now, I think it's going to shake out like this, just based on my personal preference with these physiques. I think you're going to have Steve win the show, Rough Diesel take second, and Alex Cambronero take third. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I mean, we haven't really discussed Classic Physique at the Arnold really that in-depth at all. Because the Arnold Classic lineup's so exciting, we haven't really focused on Classic Physique. And we're going to talk about the Arnold Classic Open later in this video. So next up in the news, the LUI, Luimarco, Mr. Propa, has returned to YouTube. So I was on YouTube yesterday, and I got a notification in my little bell notification section that I wasn't expecting to see. That's a notification that Luimarco was premiering a video. And that video is titled Luimarco February 2020. Very straight to the point title there. So this was surprising to me because Luimarco has taken quite the hiatus from YouTube. And you guys might be familiar with Luimarco. He was really one of the forefathers, you could say, of the bodybuilding commentary sector of YouTube. He really was one of the first guys to really start doing it. Before me, before RX Muscle, before Generation Iron, pretty much before everybody, Luimarco started the trend. And at one point in time, he was the biggest YouTube bodybuilding commentary channel in existence. And I believe he topped out around 2017. Now, Luimarco has had his subscriber count hidden for years. But according to Social Blade, the last time that it was made public was September of 2017, and his maximum subscribers that he ever publicly had was 298,000 subscribers. So in case you guys were wondering around how many subscribers Luimarco had, around 2017, where he was really at the top of his game still, or just starting to fall off. And I don't even want to say fall off because he chose to quit. But he was maxing out at just under 300,000 subscribers at that point around September of 2017. And the reason why he left is kind of an understandable one. You know, he left because he said there's too much drama, there's too much ego, and he fell out of love with bodybuilding because of these things. And he just didn't have the passion for it anymore. And I can certainly understand where he's coming from. That's definitely true. Luimarco had his fair share of drama with a lot of the top bodybuilders. And I'm kind of starting to see where he's coming from there. It doesn't really matter what you say about these guys. You're going to upset somebody because there is so much ego in the sport. You can be the nicest, most positive guy in the world. You're still going to say something that pisses one of these guys off. And I think Luimarco is a little bit more intentional with taking jabs at some of these guys. But I can see where that ego and that back and forth would just get tiresome over time. You just got to kind of get to a point where you just don't care. So the question is, Luimarco uploaded this video. He hasn't uploaded it in a very long time. It was basically just a video of him flexing. But with all these big changes in 2020, new Olympia ownership, Athleticon, Big Ramy at the Arnold, will we see a resurgence from Luimarco in 2020? All right, now finally in the news today, it's Big Ramy. We might as well rename this channel Big Ramy Strength and Power, or Nick's Big Ramys and Big Ramys. So these training videos here are the real most recent videos that we have of Big Ramy right now. So this is what Big Ramy is really looking like right now at 3 weeks out from the Arnold Classic. Now, the pictures yesterday were confirmed not to be 5 weeks out. I talked to the owner of that page, and he says he does have new pictures of Big Ramy, but that one wasn't it. So it looks like we're going to be playing the waiting game for a few more weeks to see Big Ramy's true physique before the Arnold Classic. Or maybe we might have to wait till the Arnold Classic stage, but I don't think we're going to have to. I do think, however, that from these clips that we do have of Big Ramy, you can tell a lot about how Big Ramy is looking. Of course, you got the death face, you got the veins through his legs. And I think in these particular clips, I think he looks like he's in extremely good shape. Just from looking at the forearms, separated, vascular, you can see his cuts in his upper body through the t-shirt. The Big Ramy hype train is rolling and chugging along. I believe there's going to be a new video posted today on the Dragon Pharma YouTube channel, so when you're done with this video, go over there and check that one out. And honestly, at this point, I think it's entirely possible, there's a high chance we're going to see Big Ramy win the 2020 Arnold Classic. I might have to change my predictions. I think Big Ramy might take it here. So speaking of the Arnold Classic, I wanted to throw up the competitor list for you guys one last time since we did the same thing for Classic Physique. So, in men's open bodybuilding, we've got Morgan Asti, Lionel Bayecki, William Bonac, Max Charles, Nathan Diasha, Big Ramy Elsbaye, Dexter Jackson, Johnny Jackson, Stephen Kuklo, Joshua Lenardowitz, Victor Martinez, Cedric McMillan, Patrick Moore, and Sergio Oliva Jr., and Akeem Williams. So that is your 2020 Men's Open Arnold Classic lineup. I want to remind you guys that I will be at the Arnold Classic, specifically at the Expo. I'm going to have a booth. It's going to be right next to the Redcon 1 booth. I won't be selling anything, but I am bringing some stuff to give away. I've got some extra t-shirts. I've got some wristbands. I've got some extra tank tops. I might have some extra long sleeve shirts. Just whatever extra stuff I have, I'm going to bring and just give away. Maybe do some type of thing where if you show me on your phone, you're subscribed to my channel, I'll give you a shirt. So I look forward to meeting a lot of you guys at the Arnold Classic. Make sure you guys go over and buy your tickets, whether it's to the Expo or to the night show. Get your tickets now. I'm going to link in the description box below the Arnold Classic website where you can buy your tickets. And that's going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, in fact, enjoy it. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed already. And as always, Nick Strength and Power, signing out.